Alright guys, so the question says shares of Apple Computer at ticker symbol AAPL closed at $12.89 on April 1st, 2004. Suppose that an investor bought 700 shares at the price using a broker that charged a 4% commission. On May 1st, 2008, so 4 years later, shares of Apple stock reached $192.24. If the investor sold all of her Apple stock at that point, and the broker also charges 4% commission, find her profit. Alright guys, so at $12.89 per stock, and it would be beneficial if we find out how much was the buy-in and how much was the sellout. So the buy-in would be, she bought 700 shares, which would be 700 stocks, and she paid $12.89 per stock. Remember, each stock is one share, so if you multiply that, that's $9,023, and that's how much she paid for the initial stock option. And then she got charged the 4% commission for buying that for buying that stock. So on the total amount, she got charged 4% of that. And on the sellout, which the stock went up to $192.24, and again the same 700 shares, but now you can see the difference of the gain, which is $134,568, which is a whopping profit, right? And you would think that would be the profit, but no. She got charged for the buy-in to buy this and for the buyout, so she can get out of this. So we can see right here for the broker commissions, which are 4%. At the buy-in, you would take the initial stock price, which she bought at $12.89 per stock, which is $9,023, times 4%, or 0.04, and that's $360.92. Now, that's the amount that was paid for the initial investment. And now for the sellout, she sold out at $134,568, and she got charged a 4% fee so that she could sell her option, and that came to $5,743.64. Now we add this to right here, the buy-in commission, the sellout commission, and now you got your 4% commission from the broker, which now amounts to $5,743.64. Now you would think 4%, oh well, that's peanuts. Well, yeah, peanuts. So the initial investment cost 4% commission plus the stock itself, which is $9,023, which amounts to altogether $14,766.64. Now for the total profit, like I said, you would think that the $134,568 would be the total profit, but no, we have to take out the total cost of investment, which again 4%, and the stock itself. And now if you subtract that, you get your actual profit, which would be $119,801.36, right? That's the profit, right? Using the broker that charges 4%. So for the second part of the question, it says, suppose that the investor used an online brokerage that charges a flat fee of $38.90 for all trades, rather than a percentage of the sale. How much greater would her profit have been? Well, let's figure that out. Alright, so if the investor would have taken the second avenue, again, the same price of the stock, $9,023. But now, there's a service fee or a flat fee, it says, of $38.90 for all trades, it says, right? But if you do all trades, a lot of people would think one fee, but it actually means a buy-in fee and an exit fee. So now we have to take the $38.90 times 2, which we come up with $77.80, which would be the whole transaction over the amount of time. So we might as well just put that together, and we add that together, and our total investment cost is $9,180. Okay, and the sellout, again, like when you actually sell the option, again, it's sold for $134,568, but the online fee is much cheaper. So we add this, come out with a $9,180, and then we subtract it from the total sale price of the stock, which leaves us a chunk amount of change that the other broker did not. And how much is that amount of change? Well, let's find out, because right here we have $125,467.20 that we have left over, and over here with the broker we have $119,801.36. That seems interesting. So the difference here, we subtract the two scenarios, and now we have a whopping $5,665.84. Now, if you ask me, that's more than peanuts. Alright, so with those examples, we can see that we ought to be careful when taking in consideration the investments that we choose to endeavor, because it seems that 4% might not be too much, but if you take 4% of $500,000 and maybe you started your account with $25,000, 4% compared to $25,000, well, it might not be a lot, but it is. And compared to $500,000, well, that's $20,000 that you might have to spend on an exit fee. So it's very important to see who you choose or who not you choose, and to see those differences, because 4% doesn't really sound like much, but as we can see with this problem, it's a considerable amount, and it might just be another investment by itself. I mean, $20,000, geez.